Ever felt like you are constantly battling with your kids over screen time, wondering how much is too much? Let's talk about screen time limits that actually work. As parents, we have all been there, the constant request for just 5 more minutes of screen time, the tantrums when the tablet gets taken away, and the guilt we feel when we give in. But what if I told you that screen time doesn't have to be a source of stress in your household? Today, we are going to explore how you can set screen time limits that are realistic, flexible, and actually work without creating any conflicts in the house. It's not about getting rid of screens, it's about managing them in a way that benefits both you and your child. Let's start by busting one of the biggest myths: screen time is always bad. This is something we hear so often, but it's just not true. Screen time itself isn't the problem, it's how it is used. There is a big difference between endless hours of mindless scrolling or gaming and using screens for education, creativity, or connection. It's about balance. And the good news is, balance can be achieved with the right approach. Let me share a real life example with you. I know a mom named Meera who used to have a lot of screen time struggles with her son Arjun. Every day after school, Arjun would immediately grab his tablet, and before Meera knew it, hours would pass and they'd be arguing about turning it off. So Meera decided to make some changes. Instead of banning screen altogether, she set clear boundaries around. Then Arjun was allowed 30 minutes of screen time before dinner, as long as it was used for something creative or educational. At first, obviously, it wasn't easy. There was some protest. In fact, there were a lot of protests, as you expect. But over time, Arjun learned to manage his screen time better, and those arguments started to disappear eventually. Meera stayed consistent, and most importantly, she involved Arjun in the process, helping him understand the why behind the limits. Now, screen time is no longer a battle in their house, and Arjun actually looks forward to earning his screen time after he completes his task. So, what can we learn from this? Screen time limits, when done right, are not about controlling your child, they are about teaching responsibility, balance, and self discipline. In our digital age, screens are everywhere, and trying to eliminate them completely is unrealistic. What we can do is guide our children in using them wisely. Setting limits. Show your child that screen time is a privilege, not a right. It's something that should be earned through positive behavior and responsibility. And most importantly, it helps your child understand that there is more to life than just screens. They can still enjoy other activities like reading, playing outdoors, or spending quality time with family. Now, how can you make screen time limits work in your home? Let me walk you through three simple steps. First, set clear but consistent rules. Kids thrive on consistency, so set clear boundaries around screen time. For example, you could establish no screen during meals, homework time, or right before bed. Stick to these rules and communicate them clearly with your child. It's also a good idea to involve them in this decision making process. When they feel like they have some say, they are more likely to follow through. Second, encourage screen time with purpose. Not all screen time is created equal. Set aside time for the activities that promote learning, creativity, or connection. Maybe they can use their screen time to watch and to watch an educational video, play a puzzle game, or chat with family members who live far away. When screen time has a purpose, it's more meaningful and less likely to be overused. Third, create tech free zones. Designate areas in your home where screens are off limits, like the dinner table or bedrooms. This will encourage more face to face interactions and give your child a break from the constant stimulation of screens. Having tech free zones also helps to set boundaries without constantly having to say no. Remember, the goal isn't to make screen time the enemy. Instead, we want to make it a positive and controlled experience. You will be surprised at how quickly your child will adapt when they understand that screen time is part of a balanced life, not the center of it. Now I want to hear from you. What are the some screen time challenges you are facing with your kids? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about solutions that have worked for you. And if you are looking for more practical tips on conscious parenting, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. Let's work together to make screen time limitless, stressful, and more effective for our kids and for us as parents. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.